you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins, with the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorky, Manny Plus, and even pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. So we have got another evolutions in the lovely From Box to Box. Increase the overall abilities and prominence of your centre mids with boosts including Relentless and centre mid box to box plus. This is going to be a big thing this year in actually getting the roles plus and plus plus, playstyle plus, positions and upgrades, and obviously the different cosmetic stuff, which I must admit, it's interesting. Like that's nice, but I'm very interested to see where we could go with this. But today's focus is on an actual upgrade. You get a double upgrade from an 82 to an 84 as a maximum. We have a level 3 player. So we have level 1, which is play free games. The big thing as well, play free matches in Rush, Rivals or Squad Battles. So to be honest, the Rush is definitely not a bad thing. I think that is going to be a very good way to evolve cards. I like that they've included it. I think it's definitely more that we should see because it feels like the games are just a little bit quicker. You may be a little bit more struggle to win them. Like you might, it's squad battles is a guaranteed. Obviously with the Rush clean sheets, the likely chance of you getting a clean sheet is going to be very, very slim. So I can kind of understand that. But you could still do it, most definitely. Like, it's not impossible. So I think that is going to be fantastic to be able to utilize as well. When we look at the upgrades then, this is going to be a big thing. So for instance, if we go over to foot.gg, you get an Evolutions 1, fair enough. You get a centre mid box to box plus, which is a roll plus. You get Travella as a playstyle, +2 on the overall, defending, shooting, pace, dribbling, and we've got a few more as well. So dribbling, passing gets a +3 as well, and everything else is a +2. So it's a very solid upgrade for a complete centre mid. Now, if I was looking across what I've got, personally, I would definitely be looking at somebody else at the moment. Like McGinn could do with the upgrade, to be fair. And the big thing that you want to be looking at right now, if you are still choosing all your evolutions, is the fact that we do have multiple. So obviously with this one, we have got like the club members. You could pick an 80 to go into an 82 if you're, well, that one's a right back. But for instance, like this, if you went for like a striker that could be a centre mid, or you could fit it into them. I think, is this one got, yeah, that one's got to be a centre mid. So if they have both positions, possible. I don't know if Trent does. I know he wouldn't work because of the rating, but that would be the interesting link to go from like a Llorente, for instance. If he was 82 rated, you could put him into this and then into another one later on down the line. We also have these ones is kind of the ones you're looking at because there is no limits. So for instance, a max 82 overall goes up one. If I chose an 81 I like, so for instance, if I went for, I don't even know. We go for more of a centre mid, but you know what I mean? If I go for an 81 centre mid, then I could go ahead and put him in that one, and then I'd take him over and go into this and add him to now an 84. So it just adds that little bit extra. 85 max on the pace as well. No more than 3 roll pluses. So we've already got to be looking at that. This is how they will kind of increase players without going too crazy for them. So in terms of what we're looking at then, players eligible, we have got the likes of Caicedo, always a good prem option. Enzo Fernandez, that's going to be a decent one. So if we want to see him in his evolution form, we're going to have him as an 84, 71. Pretty much everything gets like a double upgrade, bar from passing, which gets a triple upgrade. He is a 3-star, 4-star, so he still stays the same there. Obviously, there is other evolutions you can go for, but he's going to be a great option if you're looking for a very affordable Premier League centre mid. Like, I can't imagine, yeah, he's going to be worth that much anyway. I'm assuming these are the most popular. 90 dribbling, A6, I mean, it's decent. 3-star, 3-star. You've got to be limited to what we can actually do at the moment because obviously there isn't that many players that you can go for that are going to be like a wow factor. Agate, he might not be a bad shout for me if I'm trying to go for that Man U past and present. That's going to be a fantastic one as more of a DM. Give him a bit more pace. Thinking if we put him into the evolution, so that's what I was on about. That is the perfect example, and that's probably the example I'm going to do. But taking him to that 82, ooh, it gives you a little snapshot. Very nice. can you do... I bet you can't do the... As I say, you can't do the chemistry style from here. Can I... I want to do it from there, though. 5,000... No, I want to go from here... Then I want to click on this one. How do I click on him? I don't think I can. But if I work it out, you get 70. You get 79 or 8. When we get 80, in fact, is it a thingy upgrade? Is there even placed chemistry styles here? Apparently not. Okay, well that's handy. What we'll do then is let's have a look at Footbin, because I know with Footbin it's not necessarily the full sponsor with EA now, so we're not quite getting everything. So if we went to Ugarte, because he would be a really good shout in fact. So if we go Ugarte, and then if we go for the Shadow, in fact, can I put him in evolution now? So it's not got the new evolution yet, but if we was to put the Shadow on him anyway, so if we go from the 81 we've already got, if it was to go for the Shadow, it's 8 on the pace, so it end up with 79 pace and 7 on the defending, meaning that we'll get a decent shout from him. So if we say that we get 7 on him, if we go back into that evolution, we then go to evolved, so we'll end up with 79 pace on this version, and then potentially 85 to 86 if anything's capped out on this one. That's going to be a cracking CDM straight off the bat that you can get for literally no coins. I believe this one is a free evolution as well, so that's going to be fantastic to do. Any other players then, because we've obviously got this guy as more of a centre mid kind of attacking option more than anything. Good dribbling and passing, which is nice. Caicedo again wouldn't be terrible. He'd be very much like Ugarte, but you'd only have to do one time of him. Enzo's going to be a good one. Fofana's not terrible. What else have we got? Just because I end up missing a few people. She's obviously in there as well. Very balanced. 5-star weak foot as well. So that's going to be a great one to get on the board. To be able to then potentially get that skill move upgrade again. If we go one more over here. Solid box to box. Kamara a little bit less on the pace. Eze, never a bad shout. He's definitely going to be one up there. Szoboszlai for Liverpool. Gallagher's going to be a nice one, because I can imagine they will get good evolutions. The problem you'll get with a lot of them, like for instance Szoboszlai, Gallagher, are guaranteed cards at some point. I can imagine Eze gets something as well. Kessie looks monstrous. 90 physical. You'd end up with what, 89 pace, and potentially like 87, 88 defending. That could be not a bad option as well. 82 rated into the 84. Could be worth a shout at the very minimum there. Bentancur, a little bit less on the pace for what we're looking at. Then we go a bit further down. Joe Linton, good links to Gomeres. Asensio, still rocking it. Loftus-Cheek is a good one. That's a nice card, because that's a very good box-to-box as well with that attribute. You're going for a Shadow, you're looking at least like, what, 90 pace at the minimum. Then you're ending up with like 85, 86 defending. Already then having the shooting. Loftus-Cheek is going to be a great one. And again, going to be into that intro to stat limits. So another one that can be utilized in the 2 if you've not already used it. Party obviously there. Fred's never a bad shout in any aspect. Isco still cracking on, which is nice. Obviously we've seen Ugarte, which would be without that first one. And again, not terrible to be honest. It'd still end up with a 79 pace. Got Busquets. Then if we go a bit further down, you'll see a lot of them being the same. You've obviously got Eze, Szoboszlai, who are people who are 81, getting that upgrade and then getting another double upgrade. So I think in general, you've got a lot of Prem options there. Loftus-Cheek does look a very nice option from the get-go. But let me know down below, how many evolutions have you done? Are you grinding Rush for it as well? Because it seems to be that I'm coming up against a lot more. Tillemans would be a cracking card if that pace was sorted as well. But let me know down below what you're going for, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.